Yo, YouTube, everybody, anybody who's watching this, if you stumbled upon the channel, if you're watching this on Patreon, if you're watching this live on stream right now, what up? I appreciate y'all guys coming in. This is a highly anticipated album for me and most of the rap community. We haven't heard anything since Daytona. Daytona was fire. Pusha really don't miss. Daytona was hot off of the press when he was like mid beef with Drake. Drake's coming back at him for some reason. He just can't hold the fucking L. Just hold the L, bro. Just hold it. It's it. Let's all move on with our life. It's been 3-4 years, but I'm super excited. Push's music is very aggressive. His voice is crazy. His production selection is generally nice, but I'm excited. We're going to listen to the whole album right here. If y'all guys want to join us live on stream, we got about 110, 120 people watching on average on New Music Fridays. For live album reactions, you get to be a part of the chat. You get to be a part of context. You get to be a part of, you know, feel tighter within the community because you're interacting with not just me, but other people. So join that. Also join Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, chances are for the length of the video, a lot of these songs are going to be cut down just that way you can get the general gist of the song, in my opinion. And then the full review will go on Patreon. So consider joining Patreon. You support me, you support the channel, and you get extra content such as raw video from album reactions. But other than that, we got track number 1. We got Brambleton.
Was out in Brambleton after Pooh got hit. Champagne super soaker screaming, who got this?
Hey.
Niggas wanted work that they could move out.
Man says champagne super soakers. That's hard. That's a bar, bro. Champagne super soakers, like shh. That's crazy visual.
But my Norfolk niggas, they was on some shootout shit. Buying biggies, but was riding on some Tupac shit. We was both. We really used to roll around, copping quarter pounds from the border town. Rolls are different now, niggas need to tone it down. You would pay 16, I sing. Sliding doors just like the van on 18. Revolving doors on them whores, they play things. It was much more.
Bro, Pharrell is going dummy on this production. Holy shit. Pusha's going, you know, it's a classic Pusha versus, but this beat by Pharrell, wild, bro. How much you think Pharrell charges for a beat or for production? The production is great, but it gives similar vibes. That's what I expect because 1, it's Pharrell, and 2, it's on an album. Both of the songs are on this album, so there's going to be like a cohesive nature between all the songs, I'm assuming. You know, we don't want the album to be going on every fucking which way. How are you so good at your job that you don't have a producer tag, but people know that it's you on the production just by listening?
It was much more than forest that we were racing. If the past catch a dash, no erasing. Black Rory.
In the past, catch a dash, no erasing, bro. Holy fuck. Like when you write a line or when you're writing in pen and you misspell and you put a dash through to say like, oh, I fucked up, but catch a dash, no erasing because you can't erase.
Had a million answers, didn't have a clue.
Hey.
Why Michael kissed Fredo and Godfather 2. Names.
Oh my God, that is one of the hardest scenes in all of movie history that he just referenced. When Michael kissed Fredo, and he fucking kisses him like this, and he's like, you fucked us. He didn't say that, but he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Why is this happening? It's because he knew. It's because he knew.
My niggas just to move your brick. That had me on Brambleton back when Pooh got hit. Why would I wanna hold you down when I know you have the past?
That's track number 1 of 12, bro. Holy fuck. That's right, Harrison. He did say that. I know it was you, Fredo. Have you ever watched, anybody watch New Girl? Schmidt did that when Schmidt kissed, what's his name on the lips? Nick. And he's like, did you just Fredo kiss me? First track of the album as an opening track and as a track in general, it's got to be at least an 8. That's like an 8, 8.5 for me, yo. Pharrell went crazy, set the whole tone with the darkness of that beat. That beat is mad dark. Fire track, bro. Pharrell went dummy on that. Let's see what we got. Track number 2, we're 1 for 1.
If money is the evil root, let the smoker shine the coops.
That sample, bro, is fucking nuts in the back that's cut up.
Let the smoker shine the coops. Rich bitches that love the boost.
Rich bitches that love to boost, bro. Holy fuck. Coke references left and right. Coke is a rich person's drug. And they call it boost, like I need a boost. That's like a slang name for cocaine.
Cocaine's Dr. Seuss. We sip ace out the flutes. The wrist singing auto-tune.
The sample is crazy.
Now Kim Jones, Dior, my suits. If money is the
Holy fuck, this song and this production, bro. This shit is heat, bro. I'm gonna need some W's in the chat.
Rich bitches that love the boost. I'm just here to find the truth.
Oh my God, these piano chords.
Coca leaf and potpourris.
I don't know who's vibing harder, Pharrell or fucking Pusha. Is this a Pharrell album featuring Pusha?
You millionaires on just TV. Now make it make sense to me. I'm just here to find the truth.
Oh my God. Holy shit. That's got to be a 9, right? It's definitely 2 for 2. We are definitely 2 for 2 on the album. 1000%. No question about it. The piano breakdown in the middle was crazy. The relentlessness of the sample on top. Bro, a 10 wham, I could see a 10 for sure. 8.5, 9, 2 out of 2, 9, 10. Without a question, it's above an 8 for most people, I would assume. That's a 9 for me. That's a 9 for me. Holy shit. Pharrell did his thing right there, bro.
I was dreaming of a it's levels, it's layers, so pray for the players.
This is definitely Kanye production.
Get money, get money, get money. Like Ye sampling. Gun
Hey.
Make the fuck who you stamping. Them niggas just stand-ins, not me.
He said, fuck who you put your stamp of approval on, like I co-signed this guy. Those dudes are just stand-ins. They ain't me. That's hard.
You niggas ain't drip, you drying. Kevlar in this Balenciaga jacket lining. You and your bitch.
Man said Kevlar in this Balenciaga lining, bro. You know what I mean? You motherfuckers ain't got no drip. Y'all are drying. You think you got drip? I got Kevlar in this Balenciaga lining. That is such a fucking drug dealer flex.
We won't bagging up the work. Wouldn't be no dishes. Be no Christmas. Mistletoe. Be no kisses.
Bro, if it wasn't for the cocaine, there would be no Christmas, no mistletoe kisses.
Levels is layers, so pray for the players. We hollowed the walls and back of bodegas.
We hollowed the walls in the back of bodegas? Because that's where you keep the cash. You store the cash in the wall because you can't launder it fast enough from the drug dealing.
This monopoly's mine. Came a minister in my prime, so I gotta be shine. I used to watch the
Man said became a minister in my prime, so I gotta be Shine. Same thing happened to Shine the rapper.
I used to watch the Fresh Prince and pray the house to be mine. Could have bought it, but I ain't like the way the kitchen designed.
Hey.
Daddy's not home, the family's in danger.
Ooh. Kanye West produced, so it's a different sound. I do appreciate the fact that there's no crazy beat drop. It's literally the same instrumental through and through. There's not even a bass line, I don't think. It's probably 8. I still like the first 2 produced tracks from Pharrell more than this one. And it's just because this is like a deep cut, you know? Like, you're not going to put this on all the time because there's no bass line that's like the backbone of the instrumental, you know? It's definitely a stylized choice to keep bass out of the track. But because it doesn't have bass, it's not going to be something you listen to all the time because it's not, you just need more from a production. This is very minimal on purpose. It's decent. 7.5, 7.5. That sounds about right that most people are saying. We're going to listen to it through and through though. We're just going to play this one all the way through because we've heard it already. Yeah, this synth line right here. Shit is hard, bro. This is definitely one of the better songs on the album. This is one of the better songs of the year so far.
Summertime, Winterfell. I'm the Night King, the Colgate Kilo. The only time you'll ever see me next to Breitling. Wonder.
Bro, the B in the center of the left and right wing is such a dope ass way to say Bentley. Like to talk about a Bentley whip.
Richard Price Flame gave birth to pipe dreams. Now we here.
$1 million auto.
Promise you the floor plan's nothing like the model.
Hard, bro. Hard. That high pitch.
I be like Jay-Z's a cheater. I wouldn't listen to reason either. Feast your eyes. The piece unique.
Bro, this delivers feast your eyes and pick unique. Like that fucking cadence is crazy.
Neither I nor my wrist move mockingly. Y'all spend real money on fake watches, shockingly.
Ooh.
They put me, got different sob stories. Save your soliloquies. They like
Say your
was
soliloquies.
alive. Ho wouldn't be in this position.
If this is your first listen, how do we feel about Neck and Wrist? One of the best tracks, 8.5, 9. For me, that's an 8.5. Jay-Z killed it. Pharrell killed it. Jay-Z's like cadence in his verse was crazy nice and unique. I would say top 3 on the album. One of the best tracks. We haven't gotten through. I think we're only 4 tracks in, maybe. Nope, no misses yet. I agree. Let's move on. Just so you remember, we're 1/3 of the way through the album. We're 4 for 4. The sample is crazy, bro. Bro, did y'all hear that distortion? It sounded like staticky. Bro. And then the reverb on it? The echo decay?
rappers apply for the stimulus. Living a lie, but die for your images. It's guns involved like cowboys.
I seen y'all apply for the stimulus just to keep up your images, bro.
Living a lie, but die for your images.
Living a lie, die for your images.
Like cowboys and Indians. You track hawk niggas are not my equivalent. Flew your bitch.
You track hawk motherfuckers are not my equivalent, bro. I'm assuming he's talking about the Jeep Trackhawk, which is like a really powerful Jeep, but it's still not like a Bentley truck. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's still a Jeep. $80,000 Jeep because it goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. But at the end of the day, it's still a Jeep.
Flew your bitch to Cuba for the thrill of it, but I ain't go to show you what you shoulda did. Tennis chain, architectural digest my premises. She just spent $1 million on the finishes. Millionaires were made out of middlemen. That hole in the attic was not for a ceiling.
Bro, this motherfucker is spitting right now. Holy shit. I didn't want to stop because there's not really any bars to break down. It's just the visuals that he's giving you. Like, you can paint the picture of what he's saying. Hole in the middle of the ceiling is not for a ceiling fan, bro. Crazy.
And army fatigue when I talk pyramids. Just so you remember who you dealing with. The book of blow, just know I'm the genesis.
In the book of blow, just know I'm the genesis? Holy fuck. He is saying he is the god of coke rap, bro. There was nothing before me. I'm the genesis.
Just so you remember who you dealing with.
That delivery right there where he's like, just so you like, fucking telling you. The beat could be harder. I appreciate the fact that the beat is not harder because it's allowing what he's saying to be like the main thing of the track. The beat is there just to like, so you can keep the tempo in your head. That's all it's there for. And this is like the opposite of the Kanye West produced track on the first, like, what is the third song? Where it was nothing but like sample and that was it and no low end. This is nothing but low end and like just a little bit of sample on top, sprinkled on top. Sample is crazy.
Talks, but I'm the ventriloquist. Language different, I'm damn near an immigrant.
Man said I talk a different language when I speak about coke. I'm damn near an immigrant, bro. And because cocaine is imported from South Africa, so technically the cocaine is immigrant.
Fight for the bill, you niggas still chipping in. You Google to death, the shit I get driven in.
Man said we're fighting over the bill. Y'all motherfuckers are still chipping in on the bill together. Hey, let me pay the $30,000 tab. No big deal. When my homies go out, it's like, all right, give me the receipt. Let me see line by line itemized. Whoa, 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 whoa. That belongs on his tab. That's his Bud Light. I didn't have a Bud Light. Can you go back and fix it? I know it's only $3, but still. Hard ass track. That's another 8 for me, bro. It's another 8 because of the visuals that he paints in his lyricism. Wouldn't leave it on, went on shuffle. That's a good point. The Darkest Hunter, I don't mind the easy beat, but the bars are really good, but it just feels slow and gets a bit boring. Wouldn't listen to this myself, but I'm not particularly a hip hop fan. Respect. Also, first time chatter, welcome into stream. I'll probably listen to this album in album form a couple of times over the next couple of weeks. Like, that's so far so good as an album, but once I'm like over the album and listening in album form and I just like wait for it to come up and shuffle, this wouldn't be a vibe that comes up and shuffle where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave this on. But the lyrics on this one are S tier, bro. All right, next up, Diet Coke. We've heard this. I made a video on this one, but we're just gonna listen for the flow of the album, you know? The pianos and the sample go crazy on this, bro.
The number on this jersey is the
College Dropout type beat, yep.
You order Diet Coke, that's a joke, right? If your bin's bigger, step it up to Ghost Life. Missing was our only misdemeanor.
Step it up to Ghost Life, like a Phantom, Rolls Royce.
Wish me luck, see green like Don Bishop. The ones you trust don't change like them chains you tuck. We became everything you couldn't be. You order Diet Coke,
that's a joke, right?
Drive coloring in when roads get rough. Snow's a must, the nose adjust. Young G's like we hove and puff.
Snow's a must, the nose adjust.
Tough. Drive coloring in when roads get rough. Snow's a must, the nose adjust. Crescendo, make your car endo. Pierce your car window. Missy what?
Shoo, bro. The extendos will make a crescendo and will leave your brain up against the car window, bro.
The crack era was such a black era. How many still standing reflecting in that mirror? Lucky imaginary players. All you niggas get it off the boat, right? But only I can really have a snow fight.
Diet Coke is a crazy track. The production of this album, I feel like, is going to be polarizing. because a lot of the production is very like minimalistic. All 3 Kanye tracks that we've heard have had minimalistic beats. Even the Pharrell produced or the Neptunes produced tracks, they're not like as crazy as they normally would be. They're still very like, you know, open, I guess you could say. So you're either going to like this and it's like super chill and aggressive at the same time, or you're not going to like the chillness of the instrumentals. This seems very like spacious, I guess you could say. Like there's a lot of room for just the lyrics to come through. Yeah, that's still, I mean, that track is still an 8. I had it at an 8 originally, if I'm not mistaken. Pusha is someone who puts a lot of emphasis on his words, and I think big production would cover that up. That's what I'm saying, but you get me. And this is another reason why I don't think Pusha will blow up in like 2 reasons. Obviously, hella cocaine references, and that's not going to be something that gets played on the radio, at least where I'm from. And second, he doesn't really make radio friendly music. Like you said, he emphasizes the vocals in his lyrics, but your average listener, as we know, doesn't give a shit about the lyrics or the vocals. They're not really listening for that. They're listening for like a groove, and his music isn't very groovy. Okay, look at Kendrick and Lupe. They have some of the most orchestral and intricate production, but their lyrics are so dense. Yeah, but it's Pusha's style though. You know, I couldn't hear Pusha over a Lupe orchestral production. I couldn't even hear Pusha on a Just Blaze track ever. This is the track. This is the track that's going to have everybody's attention because of the beef that's been happening with Kanye West and Kid Cudi. So let's see what we got. I don't know what's going to go into this track. I don't know what to expect. I want to see how he sounds over this album's aesthetic, because it's normally not his aesthetic. Let's see what we got. Shit, I'm Cudi. Just sign me up, Kanye. You hear those hums?
The basics, hop back in the matrix. Gator made back. Now it's off to the races. Had him follow the rager. The money's outrageous.
Hey.
Look at me legally selling dope on all of these stages.
The sample is crazy. Yo, Kanye West is goated, huh?
A C on my chest, coke dealers come and play here. Careers in his 80s. Never said I can, my nigga, there's no way.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the distortion on his voice. I feel like it would have been better if it was just the traditional production of Cudi. It makes him fade into the background of the instrumental because of how digitized it is. So I don't know if I'm fucking with the production on his voice. That's the second time hearing it, right? On this track? Yeah, I don't know if I'm fucking with that or not.
I done drove every 6, I done glowed every wrist, every plot got a twist when you sink a battleship.
I showed up, then you arrived. I thought I could turn the tide. How I make it through the shine. I ain't come to pick up the kids to pick a fight. Going off all of the time, showing off all of the time. But take this hand, hold on with all of your might. I'm losing time. See, I really wanna live my life.
Okay, see, this is the production that I wanted on the fucking rest of Cudi's parts. I don't know how I feel about this track. If I'm being honest with myself, it's kind of all over the place. Yeah, bro, what were they doing with the rest of the production on Cudi? Why didn't they just leave it like this on his hooks? Keep Cudi's hooks like this production. Keep this verse from Cudi. Take out Kanye West, and the track is gonna be way more cohesive. Right now, it feels like there's 4 people on the track because of the production distortion that they put on Cudi. This track could have been so much better, bro. I mean, who am I to say? Who am I to tell Kanye West to be like, hey, you fucked up. Take the distortion off of Cudi and just let him do his thing. You're exactly right, Paralads. It's 2 minutes of mid. I mean, Pusha did Pusha things, so Kanye West should not have a verse on this track. I feel like Kanye West's verse, especially with the subject matter that Pusha talks about and Kanye's new subject matter of his new style, I feel like they don't go together. It's like motherfuckers that are out here committing crime and murdering people, and then they got a fucking only God can judge me tattoo right here on their collarbone. Yeah, bitch, he's going to judge you and you're going to go to hell. Cudi should have been not the main feature, but he should have had all the hooks, like the last part of that production, and his own verse. I mean, for this track, 1 to 10 rating. What are y'all thinking? For me, 1 to 10 on this is like a 5.5, bro. I'm giving it as low as a 5.5, and it could have easily been an 8 had they just Kanye not been on the track and just didn't and let Cudi do his thing. Next up, Call My Bluff.
Buffalo shrimp from my Himas. Coke deals upstairs at the Ramada.
Be going fucking dummy, bro. Holy shit. I'm assuming this is Pharrell produced. Wild.
Elected presidential was on my arm. Red stripe Pradas and on. Driving.
Elected presidentials is on my arm, bro.
We only in the sport to be LeBron's.
Yup.
When you used to platinum, that gold be bronze. Your favorite rappers dressing.
When you used to platinum, that gold be bronze, bro. Bar.
Bury drug money from lawn to lawn. We learn from the wizards and Papa Rons. My bluff. Wake your ass up where you rest. Everybody asking what happened. They know.
They know.
TGs with Dracos who all got amnesia until the case closed. Sometimes I would.
Don't make me call up my boys, my shooters with Dracos who will all get amnesia until the case closed, bro. Such a hard way of saying that my motherfuckers, they don't snitch.
Imaginary shipments, fictitious payloads. You niggas acting like we can't pop up. Hey, yon.
Don't fall for that one, Davis.
Getting locked up. Akon.
I don't feel like they get that.
Everything don't need to be addressed.
They get it. They get it. At least I get it because I'm the motherfucking GOAT. Who liked the synth? Who liked the synth? Who didn't say yes? It put 1 if you liked the synth, 2 if you didn't like the synth. Okay, so it's a polarizing synth, it looks like. I thought the synth was crazy. I thought it was nice. It's like somebody picking on a cute puppy, didn't like it. What kind of visual is that, Gimme? I was vibing the whole time. I could see how some might find the production underwhelming, especially if you're expecting more of like a hype type vibe. It's Pusha though. He raps on instrumentals that aren't going to get in the way of his voice. So like just the story of Adidon, for example, the instrumental was not shining on there. It was just all his voice. I like the sound of his voice. He's got a good voice for a track right down the center. For that one right there, I wouldn't go as high as 8. That would probably be a 7 for me. It's not going to be the best on the record, but it's definitely not going to be the worst. And it does like get us back to where we were before the track with Cudi. We got Scrape It Off featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver. Bro, whatever that sound is in the background, it sounds like raindrops falling. Can anybody hear that? Can you picture that?
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew with the motherfucks a roof.
What the motherfuck's a roof, dog?
Chain don't cut me loose. Yeah.
Hey, yo, the production right here is so interesting. It's still like very minimal, but they're doing so many effects on the vocals and reverb and like bouncing the panning left and right. I fuck with it. I fuck with this verse so far.
One for me and one for you.
Yeah, this is hard.
With the motherfucks a roof. Picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the
Picked
dirty
off
money
cotton.
with Oxy. I miss the fuck, you ain't scared of no nigga, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my buzz like Woody. I just scraped it off the top.
Lil Uzi Vert, I'm not always a fan of his music or his verses, but that shit was kind of lit, not gonna lie. He had some bars in there for sure.
I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock.
Convoy. 100 carats on my neck, my boy.
Hey.
100 bunny rabbits trying to get my boy.
Hey,
From
100 carats on my neck. The bunnies trying to get to me, like the white girls. Carrots, bunnies, rabbits.
banana clips on the text, my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs in the lies, every threat, my boy.
Hey.
Toll free. That's the wreck, my boy. And if you need a couple keys, I'm the connect, my boy.
God
off the top.
damn. Bro, it's so minimal. Bro, Don Toliver's voice is crazy. Shout out H-Town, baby. Nice, bro. That's definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. 1 to 10, that one's like an 8.5 for me. I was expecting Don Toliver to go crazy on the hook. Don Toliver reminds me of Ty Dolla $ign when it comes to hooks. Like, it's rarely a miss. But I wasn't expecting Lil Uzi to come with the heat that he did. It wasn't as melodic as normally what I would expect from Lil Uzi. It was definitely more rappy and more bars. It's not a 9. I'm still not like, holy fucking shit. Nigo does nothing on this song. Yeah, bro, Nigo. How did he blow up the way he did? All right, let's go. Hear me clearly.
These drug dealer rollies is my TikTok and Triller. Insecure bitches.
Fuck, already? We're 1 bar into the song. These drug dealer rollies, the Rolexes that I fucking got from drug dealing, they are my TikTok and Triller, bro. And rollies don't TikTok. Rollies hands move steadily. So TikTok the app, the TikTok and Triller.
Insecure bitches get lip fillers. Covered in white like Bridezilla. Hear me clearly. If y'all niggas fear me, just say y'all fear me.
This song is hard. He's about to say something about, again, it's Richard Mill, but I let it slide for the scheme.
Buy a bitch a Richard Mille. If she like Meeks, let no nigga claim rich and let him buy you sneaks. Rick nigga help you find your peace.
Hey.
G-wagging your seats. G's cover your pleats.
G-wagging your seats and G's cover the pleats, bro? Talking about Gucci.
Expanded with the Ziploc. Even if a nigga number better, never click hop. I move to a different drum like EDM. This coke speaks to my soul like a medium.
Not the fade out. Kanye, you're better than that. You're better than a fucking fade out. So far on the album, we got 2 more tracks. My conclusion on the album, this is something that you're only going to listen to whenever you're in the mood for Pusha, or you're still hyped about the album, so you're listening to the album through and through, or you want to listen to hard drug dealer music, like coke rap. I don't think a single track on this album so far is going to be something where, like, after a couple of listens, I'm not gonna stop on it on shuffle. Like, it's a good album. It's cohesive. It all sounds tight, but I have to be in the mood in order to hear these tracks because it's a very curated sound. You know, it's not something that you're just gonna vibe to. Song right here is probably an 8. It's definitely a solid track. He did go crazy. Where did Yeet? Not Yeet, my bad. I said featuring Nigo. I'm gonna say about 8. Nigo had a fashion show where this song debuted, so he features. The fuck? All right, I guess. I mean, I don't fucking know. Next up, we got Open Air.
Out on the balcony, goats and share. Just got the word that the coast is clear.
That 808 goes crazy, bro. Holy shit.
Lock cemetery, its ghost is there. Independent how I feel, the chauffeur's there. Ain't no Tonys in my circles, we Sosa's here.
Ooh.
In these 10 crack commandments, I'm Moses, yeah.
Ain't no Tonys over here. We're Sosa's. Cocaine reference. Scarface. Sosa was bigger than Tony Montana.
Cane in the open air, the boats is there, the notes is there, yeah, the ropes is there.
That flow right there is crazy. The notes is there, the boats is there, the ropes is there.
Bricks like blocks of government cheese. 700 for the Japanese dungarees. VVS, $1 million dog collar, I'm plucking you fleas. See, none of those barking can fuck with the tree. John George reservations, I'm dying to eat.
Y'all enjoy reservations, I'm dying to eat. This track is stupid right here. All right, that was the second to last track on the album. That might be our first 9. It's definitely an 8.5. I'm willing to go as high as 9. If people go as high as 9, I'm like, I respect it because I understand why. That might be the first beat, and then the Jay-Z track. The 2 Neptunes produced tracks, the Jay-Z track and this one, they're the hardest on the album for me. Again, none of the production is going to be like crazy grand or like filled to the brim because with Pusha, it's not about that. It's about getting the lyrics through. Last track on the album. Let's see what we got. The Weeknd had a track with Labyrinth, I'm not mistaken. Loser. Chords going crazy. Yeah, this is nice, bro. The church organ is stupid right here.
Rarely do you see the phoenix rise from the ashes. Lightning struck twice on 4 classics. Land in the soft white, cook it till it's off-white. They questioning my scorecard, hold it to a torchlight. I hit it in the porch light.
Holy shit, bro. Yeah, this one's wild. This sounds like an ending track. These are the last fireworks in the fireworks show. He said if Hove young forever, which he has a song Forever Young on Blueprint 3. If Hove young forever, I'm doing backflips in these chapters like I'm going backwards.
See, I had the foresight. My 911 was pulling up to matching Porsche night. Ooh, the Mary drug.
Pulling up to matching Porsche night, bro? Like someone called the cops, but the Porsche 911?
The past 10 years screaming Uno, then sidestep back into the duo. The kings of the Pyrex. You can live forever when the shit you write is timeless.
You can live forever when the shit you write is timeless, bro? He going crazy and the production's going crazy.
Tell me what I missed. New designer drugs and emotions I don't get.
God
Hellcats, faith never wavered as I walked along the fence. Back up on my high horses, chariots again. Put the ring back on a finger, marry it again.
Dog. He went crazy right there for the last track of the album. Yeah, bro. That's the album, ladies and gentlemen. How are we feeling about it? What are we thinking? It's a solid effort, yo. I don't think it's song of the year. I don't think any track here, maybe Neck and Wrist might be song of the year. If there's any track here that people are going to say is that, it'll probably be Neck and Wrist, just because Jay-Z and Pharrell, a lot of goats on the track, you know? It's classic Pusha, lots of coke rap, which is what you need to expect when it comes to Pusha. But like I said, it could be polarizing. It could be an album that people are like, okay, you know, it's good on first listen, but I won't listen again. Or it could be like, damn, this shit was hard. It's about to be going in every playlist. I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. I do enjoy the minimal production style. I enjoyed the fact that they brought in full production on the last track. Some of the tracks had heavier production, but a lot of them were just enough to keep the tempo and create an atmosphere for him to ride on top of. The only track that was less than a 7 that was mid was Rock and Roll for me. That one could have been scrapped altogether, or at least reworked, so take Kanye out and give Cudi more time. No tracks were really a 7.5. I think I had one track that was a 7.5, I'm not mistaken. Maybe 1 or 2, but I had a lot of 8.5s. So it's evening out at 8 for me. But overall, solid effort.